Hey everybody, I'm Soledad O'Brien and I'm happy to be back to continue the discussion of education in special needs communities. Sean Casey and the Miracle League are using athletics to engage, then lift children and young adults with disabilities from coast to coast. Another group that's been using the power athletics to elevate, educate, and integrate all students into a more positive environment since 1968 is Special Olympics. As the world leader in creating opportunities for athletes with special needs, Special Olympics is uniquely qualified to add their voice and influence to schools across the country. Special Olympics Project Unify gathers students of all abilities to be leaders in their school communities by promoting equality while building acceptance and friendships, one dynamic duo at a time. Joining me now are Unify partners, Ali Gould and her good friend, Jessie Oliveira. Thanks for being with me today. Nice to see you. So why don't you tell me how the two of you met? Because you live close to each other, but if it hadn't been for Project Unify, maybe you never would have overlapped.
Yeah. Want to go?
So me and Ali became friends with Unified Sports the first practice. So me and Ali started to get to know each other at first practice. We started playing Unified volleyball, right?
It was during the basketball season.
It was basketball, and then we started passing the ball together. We became great friends, and then we started like joking around with each other, just have like laughters, just like joke.
You'd gone to the same school. You lived near each other, but you didn't really know each other.
No, yeah. So we obviously went to practice together. We have a small school, so we knew of each other, but you know, we weren't really really good friends and whatnot. So we ended up after practice. I had asked him for a ride home, and you know, my mom, she gets out of work at 5, practice ends at 3. You know, it was a little bit tough. So he ended up, his dad took me home, and he was like, "Oh, I live like 3 houses down. This is no problem." So from there, I went home with him pretty much every day.
And a big friendship blossomed.
Big friendship came over.
What do you think is the biggest misconception about kids who are playing sports who have special needs?
That they're not good enough.
Like they can't do they're like not good on like teams and stuff, and like people think that like they can't they just like go with the flow and stuff.
Yeah,
I was telling you guys earlier, my son is 11 and he's deaf and he loves sports, but of course there are accommodations that need to be made so he can fully enjoy it.
I think sometimes when people talk about sports, they focus more on people's abilities to do things and whatnot, rather than focusing on, you know, what everyone can do to participate in the team. You know, if they are in a wheelchair or whatnot, maybe they're restricted to doing some of the things, but they're still going to be on the team. They're still going to be able to, you know, for instance, there's a girl on one of our teams in Rhode Island. She's in a wheelchair, and she still wanted to play volleyball, so she would set the ball in her lap and roll it down, and then someone would kind of throw it over their shoulder behind them to go over the net. And it's all part of not making do, but doing what you can to allow everyone to be part of the team.
List for me the kinds of sports that you're playing and the mix of players on those teams.
So the sports I played for my 4 years of high school so far is Unified basketball and Unified volleyball, and that's the most sports I've done in my high school so far.
There's something called Spread the Word.
Spread the word, to end the word.
To end the word. What's that?
It's to get rid of the R word in at the schools, and to help help out the kids that that are like that, so that they don't get hurt in schools, and to keep it friendly and
so it's a campaign that's very big in Rhode Island. I'm sorry, it's very big nationwide as well. And every year we have a table set up where we lay out a banner that everyone goes and signs their name, and they get a sticker, a button, or a bracelet, and it just shows that they pledge not to use the R word anymore in an offensive way.
Yeah, I think sometimes people use it and they don't even realize how hurtful.
They're like, "Oh, sorry, I meant to say stupid."
Right.
They don't understand.
What's Take the Plunge?
Oh, so Take the Plunge is we fundraising money, like I did last year with Ali. We went in the water, freezing ice water, and we raised a good amount of money. We had to raise for once we had to raise $50 to go in the water and stuff, and we finally did it, and it was freezing.
It was very, very cold.
I was, like,
and it was
shivering.
snowing when we were running into the water.
Yeah.
And I was
You
like,
are some
oh my God.
dedicated people, dedicated. Now, you both played on the North Smithfield High School Project Unified basketball
Yes.
team, you were saying. How did the team do?
We won the championship.
Yes, we did.
Wow, that's nice bragging
Yeah,
rights.
it was great because it's a spring season sport, and it was my senior year. I told Jesse before the game, I was like, we have to win this.
Good way to
we
go out.
absolutely have
It's a
to. I
good
have
way
to
to
go
go
out
out.
with a bang.
So you've
And we
made that
did.
transition now to college. Do you think
Yes.
that working with Project Unify has really helped you in that transition personally?
Yeah, absolutely.
How so?
Currently, I'm not really doing a lot with Special Olympics in New Hampshire just because I'm still finding my way into college. But when I got there, I realized that all the communication skills that I've learned from playing unified sports and being involved with Project Unify has allowed me to kind of come out of my shell sooner. I know I came into high school as a very timid and shy girl. And now I just kind of went into college. I'm like, hey guys, you want to be friends? You want to go get some lunch or something? So
I love that. That's great. Well, Jesse and Allie, nice to have you with us. Really appreciate that. The two of you, of course, are champions on so many levels. Sure, you're going to keep energizing Project Unify and helping build better school community for everybody. Really appreciate all your time today.